Okay, hold on. Okay, I just wanted to make sure YouTube didn't cut off. So this is gonna be a really short stream because I need to get ready and get going, but I just wanted to share something, and that is I did some thinking, I did some cooling off, about the crypto thing, and I thought about things really carefully because I've been mad about this thing for the last 3 days. I've been a little, peeved off, especially because the thought of this investment that was made in 2017 gone poof in the air, right? Bitcoin back in 2017 was 2000. No, no, no. Bitcoin back in 2017 was $10,000. Now it's basically $50,000. Just round it up, $50,000, and my $2,000 would have been $10,000. And because everything is inside of a Ledger Nano S, um, and the seed is gone, the pin is gone. I think I know what the pin is, but I'm not too sure. I only get 3 chances before the freaking thing is completely reset, so want to make sure what it is, and the password recovery phrase is gone. It's looking a little pretty slim, and I thought about it. I thought about it really hard, and at the end of it, the reality is I can't keep getting mad about this kind of thing. It's very, very rare that I get I feel like something blew up in my face, and $10,000, 2,000, $10,000 is big, a big like what, 5 times increase in something. And yeah, it just sucks because it's what sucks about it is it's like I feel that I know where it is, but it's just not accessible because of that security home measure. I shared with you guys in the previous stream. I even contacted this person who's a hacker, and the hacker said, "Yeah, I can't. They can't crack it because Ledger has that security feature in it, so it's basically impossible." And it was meant to be that way. So overall, I am gonna ask for my money back, but not now. Later. Not now, but I am gonna reach out. I am gonna tell my ex, hey, you know what? If you think I'm really pissed off at you or anything like that, I'm not. I'm just peeved off because I feel like it's gone forever, and that's really the disappointment of it. I understand that it can get lost, and if I put myself in that kind of shoes, there's like if I had it, let's say if I had it in something, and let's say I misplaced it, or I had it on a computer like a lot of people did back around 2010ish, right? They kept it on their computer, they kept it into a flash drive, maybe they tossed away the computer, maybe they lost the flash drive, maybe they reformatted the flash drive or the hard drive. It's poof, poof, poof. It's not a uncommon thing, and I don't want to. I have this belief that life is so fragile, you guys. Just don't hold grudges for people. And yeah, I'm not going to be holding a grudge over this kind of thing. I know some people do. Some people they never forgive, they never forget. And I just really needed some time to simmer down, and today's my simmer down day. And yeah, I feel like, I'm gonna move past it. I'm gonna get my own little wallet. I got some advice, I got some tips, and I'm really, really appreciative that I have to reply because I've been on the phone with some people today. But yeah, just moving forward, and I highly recommend it. If any of you guys are holding grudges towards other people or pissed off at another person because of some sort of thing, if think about just letting it go, because sometimes, and I it's like I still have grudges with people that back in high school, it's like we had falling outs, and I'm still like, if I see them on the street, I know they're not going to want to talk to me, and I'm not going to want to talk to them for reasons. But I don't want to have that kind of stuff in my life anymore. Especially something over like a amount of money that can be replaced. It's $2,000 is not, packing peanuts, but it is something that can be replaced, and it will inevitably be replaced. And I don't want to. I don't want to go over to Hawaii and just see a person and then have them think like, oh man, Erica's really pissed off at me, or Erica's gonna hate me forever because I lost her $2,000 investment, and she trusted me to do that. Because I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt. So yeah, I'm just gonna move on from it, and I realize also I will never ever make that same mistake. So don't don't if you ever invest, and I shared in my streams, do it yourself. If you are investing in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, anything, even if you feel a little overwhelmed or a little uncertain buying your own crypto, just find a way, or ask for advice how to do it instead of relying on other people, because this would have been prevented if either I did it myself, or I said, hey, can you buy it right now and then transfer it into this so I can keep it in my possession, right? Um, and this whole situation would have been avoided. But it didn't happen. I put blind faith into another person, and unfortunately, it seems they lost the pin code, they lost the phrases, and I know myself very well, so that's why I would say like 100% that wouldn't happen to me. But what if what if I lived with a roommate and then the roommate stole my stuff, and then, or I had it inside of some sort of like backpack in a hidden compartment, and then I accidentally donated the backpack, right? Not thinking about it. You hear about people saying, oh, there was this one story on the community post page that I shared with you. This one guy, he bought 10,000 Bitcoin for $60 or so back in 2010ish, I think. He kept it on a computer, I believe, and he kept it on a hard drive. And then his mom used the computer, or saw him using the computer. She thought it was a piece of crap, so she decided to just throw it away because she thought it was broken. So she didn't know that the Bitcoin wasn't on there. And 10,000 Bitcoins now, it's a ton of money. He probably would have, I don't think many people would hold on to Bitcoin until it hits 45,000. But the guy was saying stuff like he went in his backyard and he just started screaming, and that all that money could have changed his life, and he hated his mom for a bit, or he treated her badly after that. And um I don't believe his mom was to be nefarious when she threw away that old computer, that old laptop. She probably thought like, why is he holding on to this piece of junk? She definitely should have asked. But my mom was the same way. My mom used to throw away things randomly, or she would give away my things randomly. So that's how some people are. And I read that, and I thought to myself like, I don't want to be a person like that. I don't want to be the person who looks at another person and says, "Man, I could have had 5 times my investment had you not fucked up." Like I don't want my ex thinking that way about me, because there's more to a person than a fuck up about a financial investment, or a simple fuck up, especially if you had them in your life for a number of years. But I still have some concerns about who they hang out with and things like that. But I don't see any reason to just be angry about it. And especially because they said that they would Venmo me the money too. So I had to ask for it, but I hope it goes through. If it doesn't, well, that tells me more about them, right? So, yeah, I might be mentioning it in the future. You might hear me talk about that kind of stuff because, I always talk about investing now. But, I don't want you guys thinking that I'm going to bed angry and peeved off and thinking about, where could this paper be? I can't sleep because of this ledger. I have, in my opinion, I have searched so many boards, so many Reddit threads, done everything I could. I really can't think of another person who can hack this besides a well-known hacker. And if that person can't do it, I don't think anybody can. Definitely not a lot of other people. Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. So, just yeah, I know other people can make the terrible banks. Yeah, they're not FDIC insured either. But I gotta get going, and but I wanted to make this stream and tell you guys about this before I forgot about it. And yeah, I just wanna. And the other thing too is I might have said this before. I have a really bad habit of repeating stuff, and it gets on Lewis's nerves a lot. But remember, when you pass away, and when you're born, right? You have zero money in your bank account. You know, you don't have any money to your name. Uh, your parents have money, right? It's not you. So you enter the world penniless, and then you will die penniless as well. You can't bring your money and your finances and your stock portfolio or your cryptocurrency or your commodities with you. Um, and I know if anything happened to me and if I was on my deathbed, I would want to be around the people that I really love and care about. I wouldn't want to. I mean, like I probably would. I hope, you know, if I'm on my deathbed, I'm not checking CCIV. Like I hope to God CCIV merges with Lucid by the time I'm on my deathbed. Okay, but you know, all jokes aside, people matter in life, and we really should not let financials um, blindside history with a person, especially when it really could have just been a mistake. And I question things, certain things, but I'm gonna err on the side of maybe giving the benefit of the doubt. I've spoken to a number of people about the situation. They are saying that the wool was covered over my eyes, and you know perhaps so, perhaps so, but I am going to just move past it, and I wish my ex, well. I don't wish bad upon him. And I don't want him to live a life or have this thought in his head that I hate him for it, because I don't. But yeah, that this experience has made me a more knowledgeable person, and there's always a bright side to this kind of stuff, right? So now I'm gonna look into getting into cryptocurrency, the new frontier that everybody else has been thinking, telling me about, and I'm a little excited about it, a little worried, a little anxious. If I lose anything with this, you guys know I'm gonna be like, I'm just gonna be cursing about it. But how the beep could I be losing another one? But hopefully that isn't the case. So yeah. Yeah, so I also was reading other people say, and I was talking to my ex about it, and I asked him, how come you didn't write the pin code? Why didn't you write the recovery phrases in multiple areas or multiple places? And he explained to me, he told me, he says he prides himself on being able to remember numbers. He's really good with numbers. And unfortunately, that pin code slips his mind, and it just came down to cockiness. And I was reading online, and people were also saying, they said, I thought I would never lose the passcode, or I'd never lose my password to my wallet because I have a really good memory. Or they would write things down and then try to make it all convoluted, because what if some thief comes in and finds their recovery phrase? Like they gotta make sure it's like a puzzle, or you count every third word or something like that. Like every 3 words is a letter for your recovery phrase. Like it becomes like something that you would see in like a Final Fantasy game or something, puzzles, and and then they just lock themselves out because they look at it and they're thinking, man, there's like 200 words. Which 200 words are my recovery phrase? And they don't know because they can't remember their instructions to their own tamper-proof puzzle. So, yeah, that's just like, and when I kept reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, there's There's more people to this. Yeah. So some people will write these essays and they will say, okay, I'm gonna remember every other 5 words is that word, or everything on the left side. If I go on the left side, there's 10 words, and then I go every other line and I circle each one. Like that's my recovery phrase. Like they make it so freaking convoluted and so crazy that yeah, they look at it and they're like, oh frick. So yeah, so this is not a unusual situation at all, and I just had to really take a step back and then just say, you know what, Erica, what really matters to your life? And I know what matters to me in life. It's truly relationships with people and yeah. So yeah, I gotta get going to working out, and this is gonna be probably my shortest stream in a very, very long time, but I hope you guys don't hold grudges, and please, 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 if you guys are holding anything against someone who you really care about, or some people are holding grudges over their parents, over them tossing out the Bitcoin accidentally, it's not worth it, because you only have one parent, right? You have one or two parents, and that guy, it's like maybe I lost the translation of it, but if he got pissed off at his mom, and his mom sensed that he hated her for a period of time, and let's say she got into a car accident or had a heart attack or passed away, he would have felt like absolute shit, because he would have said, she lost me millions or tens of millions of dollars in Bitcoin, but all the money or all the Bitcoin in the world won't bring, the mom back, and it won't bring back any extra time. I would give up so much, you guys, if I could have more time with my mom. Yeah, so, but, oh, frick. Yeah, so this is why I gotta get off the stream, but, yeah, so, people are more important than investments, and it's more important than money, and, yeah, time doesn't heal all wounds. It makes things a little easier, but, when you get older, you realize, like, what matters to you. Oh, damn it, damn it, damn it, I gotta stop crying. I just mentioned my mom, and I was like, it's been like 12, almost 13 years since she passed away, and I'm like, oh. So anyway, if you guys still have your parents around, make sure you cherish them, or people that you really love in your life, even your neighbors, your aunties, your uncles, your neighbors, older neighbors. Just once they're gone, you're gonna kind of wish that you spent more time with them. Yeah, so I'm not gonna let any investment or any failed investment really just rob me of time talking to a person, or just take up mental energy just spending on something that may have not been nefarious at all. Yeah, so I feel lighter. I think yeah, I didn't want to cry on the stream, but it happens. I also contacted my uncle, but he's not answering his phone, so he's a really hard person to get in touch of. So wrong. He's a really hard person to get in touch with, because I call him and then I miss him, and then he calls me and then I miss him, and yeah, I need to figure out a time where he's available to talk, and then when I call him, he answers his phone. But yeah, so yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Oh gosh, I really got to get going. Yep, I shall see ya. Take care. Bye bye. Dang it. Here you go.